You're good. Go.
Hi, it's Al. I'm here with the designer of the Gospel Library app. You want to say hi?
Hi, I'm Todd.
It's Todd. And he is going to show you the 5 simple ways to improve your study through the app.
Okay, so here we are in the Gospel Library app. First, I want to take you into Settings. So 2 things that you can do really quickly here in Settings to kind of help make the Gospel Library app your own are with the text size. So you can jump into text size and you can actually customize this size.
Oh.
So you can make it whatever size you want. You can make it giant if you want.
That's really giant.
Or tiny. But the point being that you can kind of customize the text size so that it's comfortable for you. Now we can also change the theme. The theme, you have 4 different options for themes in the app, and they kind of change the way the app looks. So we have a sepia theme to kind of reduce eye strain. We have a night theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, the night theme's cool.
That one's my favorite.
And then we have dark blue, which we kind of call, like internally, we call this classic because Gospel Library had this kind of color theme for about 2 years. Okay, second, let's go into some content. And I want to show you the text selection menu, or this toolbar that we have. Let's say I want to interact with this verse here. First, I'm going to tap and hold and kind of select that text, right? That's not new for iOS users. And then you get this toolbar. And with the toolbar, if you choose Mark, you're going to highlight that text that you've selected. And if you tap Style, then you get the highlight options. So you can change it to whatever color you want. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. Which blue? We have 2 blues.
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
And then you have highlight or underline to choose from. So
Highlight.
okay. Now, if you accidentally did that,
Yeah, what if I hate it and I want to get rid of it?
yeah, all you have to do is tap it. A lot of people like try to select it again, and then they end up getting like layers of highlights, right?
Okay, so do not reselect.
Right.
Just tap it.
All you got to do is just tap,
Just tap it.
and then you have this trash can over here that's remove. You're just going to tap that and it's gone.
Oh,
right?
There you go. A lot easier than what I was trying.
Yeah, totally. Now, what happens a lot with me when I'm studying my scriptures is I might come across a word that is interesting to me in some way, or that I might not understand. And I'm going to select a word. For this video, I'll just use this word journey here. And now that journey's selected, I can choose define from that menu, and it's actually going to bring up a dictionary. And I can go into that dictionary and you can see, you know, the definitions. You can kind of see the origins. Sometimes there's even like an ancient definition that's really helpful. So that's another cool thing in this toolbar. We can also do searches. So for example, if you wanted to look, let's just say you were curious about this phrase and it came to pass. You could just tap the search icon there, and then you could go into Scriptures and into Book of Mormon, and then up here you see that header that says exact phrase, right?
Yeah.
So there, that it will show you all of the different times where that exact phrase happens in the Book of Mormon.
Wow.
And so you could study, you could really use that to kind of study a phrase that sticks out to you in the Scriptures.
Yeah.
Okay, now what I want to do is let's go back to that content and let's tag this verse. So let's say I want to tag this as, I don't know, let's say Nephi, right? So we'll say Nephi, and notice like all of my options went away. That's because I've never tagged anything as Nephi.
I see.
So if I just keep going and then hit the return key, now I have a new tag that's Nephi. And you can do multiple tags if you wanted. You could do adversity, birth of Christ. That doesn't really apply. So we'll just tap it and get it off, right? And so we just save. And now you see that little tag that showed up?
Yeah.
If you just tap that over there, it'll show up in this sidebar. And we're going to talk about the sidebar later.
Okay, we'll come back.
So third, let's talk about bookmarks. So let's say I've finished my study here, and I want to set a bookmark here on verse 11. If I tap that bookmark icon at the bottom, and then to create a new bookmark, I'm going to tap this add icon at the top, and then I might name it something like Book of Mormon, and hit done to kind of make that a bookmark. And then I can see that little bookmark on the side. But let's say I didn't actually mean for it to be on verse 11. Maybe I actually want it to be on verse 12. if I just tap that icon there, it'll slide back out and I can actually drag it to verse 12.
Hey.
And now my bookmark is on verse 12.
Yeah.
And then if I come back tomorrow and I go to my bookmarks and I tap my Book of Mormon bookmark, it'll take me there. And let's say I finish the chapter and then go to the next chapter, and I'm going to set my bookmark there again. All I need to do is tap this little arrow icon, this kind of circle arrow icon, and that will update my bookmark. And now my bookmark, yeah, exactly. Now my bookmark's there.
Cool.
Okay, let's talk about the fourth thing.
Okay,
the sidebar. In the sidebar, we made it so that when you tap a footnote, you actually see like more detail about what that footnote is about. So let's find a good footnote. I tapped 2a strong in that verse, and instead of just showing you the links to those verses, we actually brought the verses into you, so you don't have to go to those different chapters in those different books.
Yeah, change your screen.
Yeah, so cool. Makes it a lot easier to tap footnotes and do that study. And with that, do you remember recently when President Nelson was talking about his study of Jesus Christ in the topical guide?
Yes, I do.
Let me show you how the sidebar really makes that easy. So if we'll go find a Jesus Christ entry in the topical guide. Let's say Jesus Christ Advocate. So we have all these little snippets with the links. To go through this topical guide entry and study these links is really easy, because I'm just going to tap that link. Sidebar will open up and I'll be able to see it. And then I can close it and tap the next one.
That makes things so much easier. You don't have to flip through and keep your finger and go back. And
Right. It's cool, huh? But like, I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes you'll read a verse and you'll think that, I kind of want to know what's in verse for this one, for example.
Yeah, what was right before
what's in
it?
23 and what's in 22 or what's right after it. All you need to do is tap that reference, Hebrews 9:24. Just as a tip, it's kind of helpful to know that anything that has a color like that is usually tappable. Okay, so we're going to tap that, and it'll take us to Hebrews 9. It will highlight the verse that footnote was, and now you can see all that context. Pretty cool.
That just blew my mind. That makes things so much easier. Okay.
Okay, the fifth thing.
Fifth, the last.
This is kind of a power user tip, but everyone I show it to is just blown away by this.
Okay, blow my mind.
So,
I'm ready.
Sometimes in like Sunday school setting, the teacher will start giving you some scriptures, and sometimes they go off script and they're not in the manual, right? I know a lot of people use the Gospel Library manual and just like tap the links and go to those scriptures with the teacher.
Yeah.
Sometimes they might do one that's totally off script. All you need to do, this is a quick way to navigate the Gospel Library. Just go to Search, okay? And then if you go Moses, and you don't even have to finish, right? I'm going to go to Moses chapter 2, verse 25. Okay, you don't even have to finish Moses, M-O-S 2:25. Okay, and now if I tap this entry here for Moses 2:25, it will go right to that verse.
Just through the search bar.
Yep.
So you had to go back and
That's
switch
right.
books. And...
Totally.
Okay.
Yep.
So there you go.
There you go. 5 simple ways that you can improve your study with the Gospel Library.
I didn't know about 90% of those. So if you have any questions or comments about whatever, we will leave the email to Todd and his team in the description below, so you can reach out to them. And also, they are doing a contest. So do you want to tell them about that?
Sure. So we want you to help us decide what the next theme for the app will be. So share the video with the hashtag Gospel Library and your theme color idea for the app, and we might choose yours.
Question: is pizza a theme that could win? Because that's the only idea I have.
There's a chance.
Pizza theme. Or red. Okay, well, thanks again so much.